This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Eight days later, January 31st, you're returning to your hometown of Pittsburgh, and you have a one-on-one match with The Rock.
Yeah.
You take your first official televised pinfall loss that night. The People's Elbow beats you in 5 minutes and 32 seconds. You know, this is rarefied air. So quickly in your run, you're already working with The Rock. He's at the top of the business at this point. What do you remember about that match?
Well, I was excited. It was The Rock. I couldn't believe it. I was actually wrestling him within 3 or 4 months of when I started. This was really special to me, and I've always had great chemistry with The Rock. And you know, to lose to The Rock, I have no shame in that. He's one of the most popular names in the business, period. So, you know, having to get in the ring with him was a true honor, and it elevated my confidence at that time. Even though the match was only 5 minutes long, it was something that I needed to show that the company has made its promise to continue to elevate me. And for me, you know, these matches, when you go through a match with a main eventer like Rock, and you're an upcoming talent, your job is to do the honors for them. And at the same time, when you're wrestling that person, that main eventer, it gives you a great rub because you're an upcoming talent that's affiliated with one of the top guys in the business. So both sides win.
Well, we're going to get there. But before we do, let's talk about how we marched to SummerSlam. The July 25th Raw is from San Antonio. And you defeat the world champion, The Rock, here, but it's by DQ, but it is the main event. Is this, I mean, this has got to be, even for a non-wrestling fan like yourself, you're in the main event, taking on the world champion, The Rock, who we know now is the biggest movie star in the world, and you get the win, even if it is by DQ. That's got to make you feel like, okay, whatever they were doing with me, taking the belts off me and having me lose to The Undertaker so quickly, they've got plans for me, or I wouldn't be in this spot, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. When I beat The Rock, even though it was by DQ, I started getting a lot more offense. Vince wanted me to get more aggressive, and you know, I knew that this match was a big stepping stone for me. That they would continue on without me getting squashed anymore. There were no more squash matches after that.
The next week, Raw is in the Georgia Dome in front of 25,000 fans, probably the most people you'd wrestled in front of at that point. You're teaming with Chris Benoit to take on the Dudleys. You both win, of course. There is one snafu that night. Lillian Garcia introduces you from Pittsburgh, Philadelphia. But still, 25,000 fans in WCW's backyard, you know, sort of their home away from home for super shows, the Georgia Dome, and you've got 25,000 fans. Did you ever get nervous about the size of a crowd or anything like that, or was that not something you were even aware of?
I tried not to be aware of it. I tried to block that out and just focus on the match, especially being as inexperienced as I was. You know, I didn't get a lot of training before I debuted, so my training was on the go, and I was learning something every day. And, you know, I didn't need to worry about the crowd. I had enough to worry about myself.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.